Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sharida, and in today's video we are going to get into fragrances that I'm here telling you right now, please, for the love of God, do not blind buy these fragrances. Please sample them, please test them. Yeah, and let's jump right into this. Okay, so you guys, all of these fragrances I have either blind bought, gotten rid of them immediately, okay? Some I have sampled because I really did want to buy, but something was telling me, girl, you better sample it. Thank God I did. And the others, I would say they're very pricey, but just, ooh, is it really worth the price point? So you probably need to sample to determine that. But either way, the moral of the story is please test these fragrances first. Now, when someone gets on YouTube and tell you that something is a safe blind buy, or that something is this or something is not that, just take everything you see with a grain of salt, because at the end, these are all just opinions and they are not facts, and this is just something highly subjective. You have to think of fragrance is like fashion. Honey, what you may think is a bomb, ensemble outfit is absolutely tacky to someone else, all right? It's subjective, just like food. You may think this is delicious, the most wonderful thing you've ever tasted. This same dish may taste horrid to someone else, subjective. So let's start with a newer release from the house of BDK, and you know how I feel about that house. Ugh, I do not like these fragrances for the most part. I found the one holy grail, BDK that I love, which is Vanille Leather. But I decided, you know what? Let me go ahead and get my nose on Passe Soir, the EXTRAIT. They have managed to take a fragrance that I did not like and make it worse, okay? When I tell you, I saw the notes and I said, you know what? This is gonna smell probably like a big old mess. But I was curious. Now, for me, the original Passe Soir was okay. We had not a like-hate relationship. Sometimes I would put it on and I would think it smelled great. Other times I would put it on and it would make me nauseated, nauseous, because the fruit, the quince, and the black pepper, they just weren't combining well. It's almost like envisioning you eating that combination of a fruit and you're gonna sprinkle black pepper on it. It don't go together in real life, and it doesn't go together in that perfume for me, okay? Passe Soir is loved. It is probably one of the top sellers. It is a beloved fragrance from that house, but me and her, we didn't get along, okay? Why, God, did I decide to try this new one? Because it was, they don't add a patchouli to the mix, and a really, really dirty patchouli that I don't enjoy. It's almost like a chocolatey patchouli, but it goes a little dirty, okay? So you have that on top of the pepper that was already making me, I'm getting nauseous after just a whiff of this. Oh my God. I cannot imagine spraying this all over my body. I don't want to talk about it. I'm getting sick to my stomach just thinking about it. You guys, please, if the first one did not work out for you, don't think this new one gonna work out for you. You need to test it, because chances are, if you do not like the original, you're probably not gonna like this EXTRAIT, because it's, oh God, it's just too much of the wrong things coming together, and it's horrid to me. It's horrid. All right, moving on. This next fragrance is Lovers, and this is from Fragrance Du Bois. This is a beautiful fragrance, okay? However, I'm gonna say you really do need to test this one, because it instantly reminded me of other things in my collection. First of all, it opens so similar to one they already made, which is Cavort. And one thing about Fragrance Du Bois that I love about them is that of the fragrances that I have and that I've smelled, none of their fragrances are reminiscent of the other. I love when a house comes out with fragrances where you can really enjoy the whole range. Like, unlike a Tiziana Terenzi, like you smell one fruity floral, you may have damn near smelled them all. Like, they have a very certain something about them all that links them together. And it's like, that's why I really don't care to add anymore, because all of my Tiziana Terenzis are fruity florals, and it's almost like the same vibe. Even if the notes aren't the same, it's the same vibe. Fragrance Du Bois, they really know how to mix it up, and I love that. They didn't really mix it up for this one. I don't know if this was a rush release or what was going on, but it was definitely reminding me of Cavort. A little bit more feminine, and then as it began to dry down, it really smells a lot like Haley from Tiziana Terenzi. So even though this is beautiful, it's when I definitely was so happy I did not blind buy, because I already have Cavort and Haley in my collection. Now, if you look at the notes of Lovers, you will understand why. So it has passion fruit, very, very prominent passion fruit, which again, Haley is passion fruit, all right? You have saffron and rose, okay? The saffron and rose is done exactly like it is in Cavort. So when I tell you, if you have either of those already in your collection, you may find this very redundant, and to test it first. You may smell this and get a completely different vibe, or you may feel like this one is better maybe than Cavort or Haley. But if I didn't have those two, ooh, I probably would buy this, honestly, because it is really, really, really gorgeous. But if I layered those two other fragrances together, I would totally have Lovers, you know, period. Like, I would have the same fragrance. So test this one first. Beautiful release, but it's just not one that I will ever add in my collection. This next one, you guys, is from the house of, is it Dries Van Noten? And I really, really had this thing in my cart for, like, put it in, take it out for months. I was considering buying this fragrance. This is SOIE Malaquais. And wow, am I glad I did not buy this fragrance, because I don't get what is so special about, like, it's very light wearing. It's very light smelling to my nose. I only have a you know, a little decant, but I don't, like, some people are saying like this is a masterpiece. Everyone seems to love it, but I don't get it. Like, yeah, I really don't get it. I really I don't get anything special from this. Very light smelling, light wearing, I would think, just based off of, you know, the spray. And I'm so happy I did not spend that amount of money on this particular fragrance, because like I said, it was very hyped, popular. But I guess I'm just not getting what the rest of you are getting. And if you are considering blind buying this, just test it first. Try to get a decant from someone, pop into, you know, a Saks or whoever sells it, and test it on your skin, because you really may be, you know, in love with it, or you may really be disappointed, because I was so disappointed when I got this sample. Yeah, from one of my lovely, you know, subscribers. She gifted me this, and I was so happy and grateful that she did, because she saved me $300 some. Okay, this next one on the list, you guys, is one that I'm actually on the fence about, and I'm glad I have a sample, because now I think I want to upgrade this little sample that I have to a decant to really see if this is going to be too much. But I do love the scent. Because I'm Free by the House of Greedy, I have been looking for more fragrances with a banana flower note. Not banana flower, because I love banana so much. This has a banana flower note, and it is prominent in the opening, okay? All the way up to the mid, actually, and it is gorgeous. But this is a very, like, heavy tuberose, like tuberose bomb fragrance. And when I wore it, I was like, this scent is kind of like, it's beautiful in the beginning, and then it starts to get a little cloying. Like, it was really, like, but I found that that particular day, like, every smell was just kind of getting on my nerves. So that's when I say I really want to retry this fragrance and really get a bigger size, so I can, like, give myself an overspray, really decide if I want a full bottle of this, because the banana flower in that dang fragrance is kicking, and it is gorgeous. Heavy tuberose, you know, dominant fragrance, but I'm on the fence. I'm going to have to retry it. But if you're on the fence about it, test it first, because it is a powerful scent. And I'm telling you right now, it may be too much for some, okay? So this next one, you guys, when I tell you, I knew I was going to love this fragrance. Blind bought the damn thing, all right? I have never had such a visceral reaction to a fragrance. And I wanted it to be a scrubber, but I was at home comfy on the couch sipping my wine, eating my dinner. I just dealt with scent for the rest of the night. But when I tell you, every time I would just breathe it in, it was so horrid to me. And this is Celeste, you guys, from the house of Giardini Toscana. I knew I was going to love this. Looking at the notes, the few reviews I had seen on it, and even the written reviews on Fragrantica, because there's not a lot on this perfume out there right now. I wanted to read and really see other people's thoughts. There was not a negative review in there, I don't think, at the time. And people were saying like, oh my God, this is like condensed milk. So I'm thinking, okay, we smell like Trace Lake Chase up in here? No, okay. Some people were saying it smells like Werther's candy. So I'm really thinking I'm going to get this delicious caramelly experience. And Lord knows, like, Bianco Latte is a vibe. Love, love, love that gourmand. So I'm thinking I cannot go wrong with this fragrance. Looking at the notes, I saw that lime was in the opening, okay? In the opening, not a big deal. But I don't know if my nose is just really developing a sensitivity to citrus. Bake, same thing. I could not deal with that lemon peel. I could not sit through that opening to enjoy the rest of the fragrance, which the rest really was a vibe. It was literally giving sugary lemon vanilla cupcakes. But that lemon peel in the opening, and then bake is long lasting. So you're talking about waiting 30 minutes, an hour for that opening to go away. And I can't do it, okay? But this doggone Celeste, OMG, the lime was so strong. For the life of the scent, it never dissipated. It never lightened up. It never went away. It was Lime City. Then this is supposed to be powdery. Powdery it is, okay? And I think heliotrope, like certain powdery fragrances can go plastic on the skin. This literally smelled like I was wearing baby powder, plastic coverings, and lime. The lime and the it was, y'all, I'm just getting post-traumatic stress syndrome just thinking about it. It was god awful. And again, I've never heard anyone really say anything bad about it. Horrible for me. Horrible experience. Do not blind buy that fragrance. Please get yourself a sample and test this thing out, because I've never had a reaction to any fragrance of the sort, and it is like, it has gone. It has left the building and it will never come back. All right, so the next one on this list, I have it right in front of me again, just to give it another try, y'all. Narco Oasis, okay? Making its rounds on YouTube, and I fully expected to enjoy this because there are two from this house that are absolute obsessions loves. But this one, I thought would be the easiest to like. And y'all, when I say Narco Oasis felt so flat to me. This is a pricey fragrance. It's pricey, and it's almost like a fruity, it's like a fruity floral, like perfect for this time of year type of scent. Such a snooze fest for me. Like, I was really expecting something more, and I'm still not getting it. I'm gonna give this away. Like, if you want this, I still have quite a bit left, a sizable, amount left in the travel size decant. If you have been interested in this one, let me know and I will gift it to you. Okay, one lucky winner. Just hit me up in the comments below. And you know what? I'm gonna do this because every time we do a giveaway, the spam bots really come out. So in my description box, you will see my email address. Email me. Let me know that you're interested, and I will contact one person and let them know that they have won it, and I will mail it to you. So this has notes of passion fruit, blackcurrant, blood orange, peach, juicy pear, jasmine, iris, vanilla infusion, brown sugar, tonka, blonde woods, vanilla bean, musk, creamy sandalwood, sea amber, or ambergris pretty much. And y'all, the passion fruit, I'm not getting a lot of. It's very watered down. Like, this is a very, like, you read these notes, you think you're going to get something substantial. Like, can we get like the Dulce Diablo type of blown away? Like, this is not hitting Like the brown sugar, I really want it to be brown sugar. This is so weak and disappointing. I don't know if I got a bad, you know, this was a hot off the press new release when they sent this. So it has been sitting for a good month and I'm still not impressed. And it's just a miss for me, a complete miss. Yeah, so if you're thinking, this is $280, you know, and it's just a scent that I thought I would be getting so much more from because of the other two that I love. And this one was a complete disappointment for me. Okay, so this next one on the list, you guys, is Sweetie AOUD. So many people really do seem to love this release from Rochas. Every Rochas that I have in my collection is an oud. So typically, I like the way he does oud fragrances. However, this year I came to the realization that I do not like all of his ouds when I got a full bottle of Taif oud. Oh, horrible, stinky, smoky, too masculine, sold it, okay? And so when I was given a sample of Sweetie AOUD, because this one has been on my radar for years now, I've wanted it. Chris from Perfumes said that this went super smoky and just not enjoyable, like after the opening. And I had never heard anyone say that. You guys, when I tell you, Chris, I see you when you see me, because the opening, it's giving you all that Sweetie AOUD, patisserie, you know, bakery. Oh, it was sweet and divine. Honey, 5 minutes into that dry down, when it starts to really get on the skin, it's giving that same type of oud that I did not enjoy like it is in Taif Rose. And that fragrance is just, I'm so happy, because the Rochas Dove is very expensive. And it's not a house that I would recommend you ever blind buy from, especially if it's oud. You know, I was so grateful that my girl let me sample that one because it saved me a ton. And I really have let go of this notion that I need that in my collection because I do not like the way that develops on my skin and dries down. Now, this last one I want to talk about is gorgeous, you guys. This is a gorgeous fragrance, but it's worth full price point. Hufflepuff from House of Sillage. First of all, we have a rule around here that we don't ever pay full price for House of Sillage because it's going to be on sale. However, I feel like this Hufflepuff, when they do restock it, it's not going to be on sale and it's going to sell out. And I feel like it's going to be forever before we can really get this discounted. This is a beautiful scent, but this is straightforward vanilla with some like lemon components to it in the opening, but it really does dry down to more so a vanilla. And for that price point, I'm gonna need a little bit more. It's beautiful and delicious as it is. Like, we're not taking that away. The scent is good, but is it worth full House of Sillage price? No, ma'am. No, ma'am, no ham, no Sam. If I could get that on a good deal, a really deep discount, like $200 and some odd, like $250 at the most, yes. Other than that, I'm gonna pass on it. But it is a beautiful fragrance. But if you are like on the fence, oh my God, you know, when it comes back, should I get it? Should I try to go ahead? People sell decants all the time. Try to get your nose on that one because you may feel like it's worth full price point because it's really subjective, or you may feel like it's not. Especially if you're the type of girl that is not with the straightforward vanilla type of scent, definitely test it out because that essentially is what it kind of dries down to, which I love that type of scent profile. I was just expecting a little bit more of that lemon dessert elements to stick around, and it really didn't. All right, so that is our video for today, you guys. Drop me a comment below. Let me know fragrances that you are so glad you did not blind buy, okay? What are others that you have tried and you want to put it out there for the public to know? Girl, don't blind buy it. Don't do it. Test it first. Drop me a comment below. Let me know. And also make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Be sure notification bell is turned on to all. And last but not least, you guys, be sure to give the video a big thumbs up if you found any value in the content, as it helps us to grow. It has been real. I love you all, YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.